We are live, baby, for your Impact Wrestling review for 6/29/2017. Last review of June. Man, this year is flying by. I feel like it was just like the start of 2017, and now we're already like past. We're over the hump, I guess, as they say. Do they say that? I don't know. Do they say that? I feel like they say those words.
Who is they?
Dim, dims, dims.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know.
okay, okay. But this is your Impact Wrestling review for 6/29/2017. The go home show for Slammiversary 15, which is exciting. I was definitely excited for this show. It's the last show in India as well, before they come back to the Impact Zone for Slammiversary. I am surprised the thing where they're starting the tour during the summer, so or I guess during the like thick of the summer. I'm surprised that they're not going to do Slammiversary outside of the Impact Zone just because they are starting the tour. That was one thing I thought about, and I could be wrong on it, to be honest. I don't know exactly where it is, but I'm assuming it's at the Impact Zone because they haven't really said it's anywhere else. And I'm pretty sure when Don West was selling the whole little travel packages and whatever, it was dealing with Universal Studios. So I, I'm just surprised they didn't move out of the Impact Zone for this show, just because they are starting the tour now. I don't know if they wanted to kind of start touring first, see how it went, and then go for a pay per view. I think that's probably what they were trying to do. It's probably why they didn't move it out of the Impact Zone. But
I mean, it could
Casey,
still be issues with WWE because they remember when Impact was originally touring, back in the day, they couldn't get big venues because WWE would intentionally outbid those venues just so Impact couldn't work there.
yeah,
So they might be worried about that.
that's true. That
If
is
they try to go for a big show, WWE might just try to outbid them just so they can't do that.
yeah, that is true. That is true. We started out with the Slammiversary video package, which I liked. I feel like this is something they would have played at Slammiversary, but they probably will play it again at Slammiversary. The one thing I really liked about this was EC3 talking about how he was going to kind of put an end to this previous era because James Storm's kind of the last one standing, and because he said he wants to do that because everyone talks about this company. Whenever every time someone talks about this company, they talk about who built it, and I really like that because I feel like it was really true. Like it was like insanely accurate that he would say that. And a lot of times I feel like, you know, Impact stars don't mention that enough. Don't mention the fact that no one's talking about them. No one's talking about the Lashleys of the world now. No one's talking about EC3. No one's talking about, the newer guys. No one's talking about Trevor Lee. No one's talking about Matt Sydal. No one's talking about I was gonna say Sanjay Dutt, but he's kind of an older guy too. So, but like no one's talking about these like new guys, but everybody's always talking about the originals, and we want the original TNA back and all of that. So I just like that he mentioned that. I just thought that was a really cool little point he put in there. But Casey, any thoughts on the video package? Any points that stuck out to you? I guess more than anything.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I think he's right. We do kind of, especially I think, especially with Impact more than any other kind of promotion. We talk about more about the originals and how Impact used to be and how we miss the old Impact days. I mean, obviously, with the WWE, we talk about how we miss the Attitude Era, but I feel like we don't talk about that as much as we talk about how we miss the old Impact, the old TNA. Um, but I mean, because it was so good, and if they want us to talk about the new fellas, they need to, I don't know, push the new fellas. Like I think that's the thing is TNA still pushes the older guys too, which is a good thing. But I'm curious to see how this works out. Obviously, I, I I don't think anyone thinks that James Storm is gonna win because he doesn't need to. But you know, I'm definitely excited for that, and I like the opening video package in general.
All right. Next we had the contract signings, which I like the way they did this. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to complain about this and say, "Oh, it doesn't make the matches feel as big when they put them all together, and they only use a 15-minute window." But the funny part is, all we do when we see a contract signing is complain about how long it is and complain about how it's all the same. So why not put them all in the same 15-minute window and not have to take away too much time from the show? I just kind of liked it, and I like some of the little tidbits that they said in this. Sienna was talking about how she's in Rosemary's head, and Rosemary might spit mist, but she spits fire, which I liked. And then I like Rosemary coming back saying, "You may have signed the contract in ink, but your death certificate will be signed in blood." I like that. I thought that was cool. Um, Davey Richards with all the savagery saying he was going to bury Eddie Edwards next to his wife. And then who was this one? Oh, EC3 talking about why he's doing the lashing thing, which I liked. Why he's doing the whipping thing, which I like because we never really got an explanation on it. So he kind of explained it here to show his disgust for kind of the company and the direction the company's going. Um, and then I like James Storm's response too, with when the blood starts pouring from your back, I'm gonna continue, to just whip you. Like I just thought that was like, I don't know, for some reason in these contract signings, I don't know if it was because it was the way it was or because it was like a little bit edited, but like it was really like the promo aspect was really good. Like for some reason, I don't know why, but it really was. Like I was really entertained by the promos that were being cut in this. Um, and then Alberto El Patron, flips the table and basically forces Bruce Pritchard to step in and make an 8-man tag team match for later on tonight. But Casey, any thoughts on the contract signings or the way they did them?
I liked it. I I love Rosemary just standing on the chair the entire time. I love Davey saying, "Kill me, brother. Kill me while you have the chance." That made it feel really intense. I am slightly confused about the two championship matches. Uh, who comes out first, the champion, or does the champion come out first? I don't. I'm confused about these two because we always complain when the champion comes out first. So who's going to come out first? Is it going to be the champion,
True.
or is it going to be the
I think you got to let that prestigious GFW champion come out first. I think.
bro? Why everybody hating on the GFW title? Like, bro,
Sure.
they're gonna swerve us and be like, haha, that's the title we're keeping. What now, bitches?
All right. Next, we had the low key Sanjay Dutt video package. I felt like, and the only reason I'm mentioning this video package is that it was kind of long, and it felt like it was like really in depth. I don't know why, but it did. Like maybe it was because it was so long, and they went through like their entire history. I don't know if you felt that way. Like I'm curious about your thoughts on that.
um, it did seem a little bit long, but I definitely I liked it. But I I feel like at this point I don't know where they're going with this feud. I mean, you know, unless they're just gonna have low key win the title back again, which is kind of, well, it feels like what's the point of having Sanjay Dutt finally win it if Loki's just gonna win it back at Slammiversary? I just don't understand it. But yeah, it did feel a little bit long. I, but then again, it was a go home show, so they do that a lot. It feels like.
All right. Let's jump into the first match we had of the night, which was Trevor Lee and Low Key versus Matt Sydal and Sanjay Dutt. I like this match. I like that Matt Sydal was more like technical because I think sometimes with X Division matches it can kind of get a little crazy and there can be a lot of high flying. But it felt like, especially with Matt Sydal, it was he was a lot more technical in this match. Um, I enjoyed it, but the only thing I didn't like was Trevor Lee. Like I love Trevor Lee, but like I feel like they are killing Trevor Lee right now. They are just he just seemed like the weak link in this match. Like because every time he come in, that's when Sydal and Sanjay Dutt would take control. When Low Key was in, everything was fine. But then when Trevor Lee was in, it felt like Matt Sydal and Sanjay Dutt were always in control and always beating him down. So I don't know. It's kind of weird that like Trevor Lee was just X Division champion and he's taking this like downward spiral. I feel like in his previous matches, but Sanjay Dutt and Matt Sydal end up winning. Casey, any thoughts on the tag team X Division match?
Yeah. First off, before this, there was a little video of Congo Kong walking through the streets of Mumbai, and I don't know if it was just me, but for some reason I found that hilarious. I don't know why, but something about it, I just could not stop laughing. But Trevor Lee, that low Kai fella, that Matt Seidel, and the Sonji Dude. I think that's how you pronounce these names. I think it is. That was not a jab at anybody who may watch our videos.
And if you get mad, be sure to comment.
Please do, please do. These are jokes, and if you can't take a joke, you need to stop and just I don't know, but I don't know. Trevor Lee, yeah, definitely. I don't know. Like I like Trevor Lee, I do. It's just I feel he felt like the odd man out in this match. Like, and I was thinking that the entire match. He didn't feel like he fit in there. It doesn't, like you said, they're not pushing him like they were before. I think part of it is because he doesn't have the Helms Dynasty anymore. So it's kind of fallen apart now. And maybe they just don't, because like it felt like the Helms Dynasty didn't really break up or anything before Gregory Helms left Impact. So it's kind of like maybe they just don't know what to do with him right now. But it just felt like he was kind of thrown into this match to make it a tag team match. It didn't feel like he really had purpose in this match. But the match itself was good. You know, it wasn't a bad match. It just that kind of threw me off a little bit.
All right. Let's move on to the D'Angelo Williams video package. It seemed like it was a little bit more from this. It's kind of him training and talking a little bit about kind of his dream to be in wrestling and how he's been watching his whole life and always wanted to be in it. I always think it's funny when he says, I don't want to kind of just throw myself out there, and then they're kind of just throwing him out there in Slammiversary. Like I just always find that statement funny. Like I just find it ironic. But it seemed like it was a little bit more work from him in this video package. Casey, any thoughts? Because I mean, and I guess technically we don't really know how much he's worked. Like I mean, I get it that he was doing football, but still, we don't. I don't know if we know as much as we think we do.
Yeah, I definitely I like this actually. Again, we always talk bad about athletes who because I think that we like I said, I think in a one of our other Impact reviews when we were talking about D'Angelo Williams coming in, we've had so many other athletes who have come in for like one-off matches or King Mo. By the way, he coming back. Ain't had one match, but he coming back.
The funny part about King Mo too is like he was on the roster forever.
Yeah.
Never showed up, but was on the roster.
Didn't have one match, but he was on the roster. But yeah, I feel like this made it feel like he's like legit. He really wants to, he's really training. He really wants to make this work. And if he does, I'm all for it. I just, like I said, I don't want just a one-off match. I don't want one match and then he leaves and goes back to football. That, I want something that I can commit to, that I can get invested in. But I'll give it a shot, but I definitely liked the video package. I felt like it built him up more. And we actually got to see more of his training. It felt like a little bit in this.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Next we had Eli Drake and Chris Adonis versus the Mumbai Cats. The only thing I want to talk about in this match is Eli Drake and Chris Adonis' music because that's all that really mattered in this match. I really like their little like remix theme song or whatever. I just like that Eli Drake's theme. It feels like it plays the whole time. Like even when Chris Adonis' theme comes in, I still can hear Eli Drake in there. So I just find that funny. But this match was there. I mean, the Mumbai Cats they were there. Casey,
I don't know what you're talking about with these Mumbai Cats. I didn't see anything like
I
that.
mean,
This was the Indian Conquistador.
that's true. I mean, we had who was it? Sylvester and who's the other one? I don't remember the other's name. Tyreek or something. No, it Tyreek. That was just made up completely.
I was trying to figure out which one was Edge and which
Felix.
one was Christian.
Felix, as it was.
Yeah, but which one was Edge and which one was Christian? Because like they looked the same height, which is weird. Because like Edge is taller than Christian, so I was like,
what? Now I remember the one of them was bigger, according to Josh Matthews. One of them.
Okay, you're right. I was ignoring Josh Matthews because he just keeps getting more and more annoying the closer we get to Slammiversary. Can't do it. I mean, good heel, but just so annoying. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out which one was Edge and which one was Christian.
Okay. That's a good move. Then we got the big reveal that King Mo will be in Lashley's corner. I'm definitely excited. I like King Mo, even though I have no idea really who he is. Like I know he's an MMA fighter, but I've never seen him fight before. So like I mean I only know him from Impact. I'll be honest. Like I only know him because he was with Dixie Carter, and I was like excited back then, even though I didn't know who he was. So I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see kind of what they're gonna do with him. If they're gonna do, it's probably gonna be a one-off thing where he just kind of is, there for Lashley because Lashley's an MMA fighter and King Mo is an MMA fighter, so they're obviously friends. That's how it works. Casey, any thoughts on the return?
It's
the thing they still got him on the roster page, by the way. Good thing.
That's the thing that was like throwing me off. Like, are they actually friends in real life? Like, or is it just they happen to be MMA fighters? So Impact's like, you know what? Let's throw them together. At least the Alberto El Patron and his dad makes sense. But like, hey, King Mo's an MMA fighter. Let's put him in his corner because the fans won't question it. No,
they should just brought Lashley's dad out. Perfect.
They should have brought Brock Lesnar.
Braun Strowman. Next we had the what?
Yeah.
What'd you say? We had the Mumbai street fight. Bruh, I've never in my life had a feud that was hilarious, but you can still take seriously. This feud's so weird to me, but for some reason I can still take it seriously. I don't know why, but I love it. This feud should continue forever in life. Rockstar Spud versus Swaggle, Mumbai street fight. I liked it. It was definitely good. I wish they would have put this on Slammiversary because it was actually a good match. Like I liked it. I like Swaggle coming out with the freaking powders and stuff, and the nuts. I guess I don't know what take he was throwing. And then freaking Spud just throwing that trash can at that man's face. Like no chill at all, just right at the man's face. Like in the middle of the ring where freaking what was the guy's name? The freaking referee. Can't remember. I can't remember the referee, but he was the guy from the segment a couple weeks ago where he kind of broke up the fight. But I was cracking up when Spud pulled his pants off and he was like, bruh. I just thought that was freaking hilarious. Who was it? Josh Matthews said he looks like he's got the whole population of India in his pants. And I'm like, bruh. I was like, really? But Swaggle ends up winning the match with a Samoan drop through the table. which was amazing. It was the greatest thing ever. Um, this feud is the greatest thing ever. It should continue forever. I don't want to see it end ever. Casey, thoughts on? Well, the only thing, and sorry to cut you off, Casey, even though you hadn't started talking yet. So technically, I guess I did. Anyway, the only thing I didn't like about this was the fact that I feel like Swaggle might not be there as long as Spud will. So I was kind of upset that Spud didn't win. But Casey, any thoughts?
I was replying back to that fella who replied back to us in the
You can
comments.
stop replying back to me.
No, I'm a reply. We go.
It's not worth it. It's an endless battle.
No, he's like I overreacted, and now we friends. Now we friends. We can
Okay.
go out to the movies tomorrow. We gonna chill. We not. First off, I think this ref was a little bit confused in the beginning. I think he thought he was facing Spud because he got right up in Spud's face, and I'm like, you the ref. That's not calm down, buddy, calm down, fella. The powder and nuts being thrown at Spud by Swaggle was great. And then Spud just throwing the trash can at Swaggle's head. No chill. I was like, bruh, you could have killed him. Like, bruh. But yeah, this was definitely entertaining, but knowing how entertaining this rivalry has been, this felt a little to me. Like, I felt like there should have been more. Yeah, I did like Spud accidentally pulling the ref's pants. He needs to stop pulling people's pants off.
And it was funny when Spud grabbed the mic and said, "I meant to pull your pants."
and then after the match, the referee was like twerking and pointing towards Swaggle, and I'm like, bro, you need to not do that with your pants off. You need to. I get it that we in India and the traditions are different, but like you don't got no pants on. Like, and he felt oddly comfortable with no pants on. So I don't know what kind of acting he does.
Spud had like a doggone thong on or something, bro. I was like, really? I was like, so they decided to pull this man's pants down when he was wearing that, bruh. No chill, none. Next, we had the Joseph Park segment, the first one, where Jerry Bush was kind of talking to Joseph Park, but he was in the shower, and Joseph Park finally comes out. He's in his towel, bruh. I was cracking up, and it always makes me laugh, and I've never understood it. But how come when someone's in a towel, the first reaction that Jerry Bush has is to look down? Like I've never understood that. Why would that be the first thing you would do if another man came to you in a towel? Well, let me look down. Obviously, there's nothing there. I just thought that was freaking funny. And then he told Joseph Park to look for his inner monster. And he gave him an Abyss action figure, and he was like, "Inner monster." And then he's like scratching his head or whatever. That was funny. But Casey, thoughts on the Joseph Park in a towel segment is what's on my notes.
That's basically what it was. But Joseph, he was wearing that towel a little too high, kind of like a lady would. So that made me question exactly even more what JB was looking down at. Because I'm just, but yeah, I did like this. I like he gave him the little Abyss action figure. And then we did later on in the other clip, we saw some kind of throwback clips of Abyss. I liked it. At first, the first video package, because there was another one later on in the show. At the first one, I was like, oh, so we're just going to get Abyss again? Like, it's just this build up for Abyss to return. But then they added a little bit more in the next one later on. But
I am curious to see, like, because obviously he's going to show up at Slammiversary. Is he gonna be in the face paint, or is he gonna be back to like original Abyss?
Or is it gonna be Joseph Park dressed up like Abyss? But
Please, please, like I hope it's Joseph Park like trying to be Abyss and just struggling and trying to do his like all of his moves, and he tries to do a choke slam and drops. Like, bruh, please, like if they want to book this correctly, please. Or at least they could start it like that, because I feel like Abyss is gonna happen eventually. But like I feel like they should at least start it like that. Like that would be hilarious.
I'm still talking to this fella. He seems
Was
like
that our intro? Um,
a cool guy. I like it.
but next we had the KM Laurel Van Ness and Sienna versus Braxton Sutter, Allie, and Rosemary match. It's a pretty good match. I still feel like KM just kind of there. I'm not gonna lie. I love KM, but still, bruh, this man, he just kind of here. That's my issue with KM. Like, give this man something that I can like follow, because I just feel like he always just kind of there and forever getting beat up too. Like, it ain't like he ever in control. He forever getting beat up. I also love the Laurel Van Ness and freaking Ali stare down at the beginning of this match. Everybody else is fighting; they're just looking at each other. I was like, yes, this is about to be amazing. Um, but this is definitely a good match. I like that Rosemary got the pinfall. Casey, thoughts?
You know, yeah. KM was kind of there. Uh, he he's
Are
one of
you calling him a liar?
no, but I am saying he's one of those fellas that isn't necessarily fat, but he looks like he feels fat.
He feels bad.
I noticed that tonight. I'm like, he feels fat. He feels fat. Um, but I hate seeing Laurel lose. I do. But I don't have any issue with people pinning her or hooking the leg, especially. We saw so much Laurel underpants in this match, and I was just like, I'm okay with this. I am sorry, Zach, if you ever watch this, bro. Number love, but like, remember, hook the leg. Always hook the leg.
We gonna move on or you get yourself in trouble. We had the Joseph Park Intermonster segment.
Hook the leg. You gotta get it so they can't kick out. You know that helps with the leverage.
Got the Joseph Park Intermonster the segment. Where they was kind of playing old videos of Abyss, which was kind of cool to see, because like I feel like it's been a while since we've seen like not original Abyss, but I mean like original Abyss, if that makes sense. You know, when you say original, you like you know when you say the word twice, like people know what you mean.
Yeah,
You know?
that old school. Yeah.
Yeah, that old school. You know, well, I think I need to do it there. But anyway, I like this though. I like this little segment, and I like kind of just far coming to that realization or whatever. It was cool. Thoughts on the inner monster?
I'm wondering, like, how he get Janice though, like,
Yeah, true.
did Abyss give him Janice, or did he make his own? Does he have his own Janice? Like, I need to know how that worked though, because obviously Joseph Park and Abyss, two different people. So it's like, is it Abyss Park? Is that his full name, Abyss Park? That's what.
I I think it's is it like Josh or something? Chris. It's Chris.
Oh yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Park. But
Oh, did Chris give him Janice?
how do I remember that?
I
Anyway,
don't know, but now
because that was like a long time ago when they said that. I think he was back with James Mitchell when they said that.
yeah. Wow, that was a long time ago.
It was.
Oh,
We got a video package on Alberto El Patron and Lashley. This was another one of those longer video packages, which I liked, kind of in depth. I'm kind of curious to see if they're gonna play these on the pay per view just because they are so long. But Casey, thoughts? Lashley
yeah.
Patron.
Like I said, I'm excited to see Alberto's father in his corner, because it brings back the tradition and like
You're not excited to see King Mo?
I'm not even convinced he's actually gonna show up. Like, they're gonna be like, King Mo couldn't make it. So we got this fella. This is Joe. He's an MMA fighter that you ain't never heard of. He ain't even black. Um, yeah, but no, I'm not excited about King Mo.
Okay, okay.
I mean, maybe when he finally has a match, that ain't never.
No, but it's possible. It's possible.
You know how long that man been on the roster?
I mean, he been on the roster for a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
How many matches he had?
I think it was less than one.
You would be right. You would be correct in that one.
But lastly, I almost said lastly. Lastly, we had the main event. We had an 8-man tag team match. Shout out to Teddy Long, Congo Kong, Lashley, Davey Richardson, EC3 versus Mahabali Shera, Alberto El Patron, Eddie Edwards, and James Storm. Casey, I hope you wrote some notes. Cause take it away.
I did. Yeah. Why did they constantly be killing Shira? Why they do that? That's the only thing that I really took away from this match, because
Rip.
it was a good match, but they do this all the time, where they take the main events and just make a tag team match on the go home show, and it's annoying. Stop it. Think of something else. But yeah, why they always killing Mahabali Shira? Like, I noticed this on this tour. Like, every show, somehow they kill Shira, and then he like hulks up, does it, and comes back and gets killed again.
Only thing I don't like about him hulking up is he don't sell worth a darn. Like, he got back. Like, and I love Shira. Like, he's my boy. He like to dance. He like the fun. But they on it. This man don't sell worth a darn. He was like dead, rip. Like, they took him out like on a stretcher, on the gurney, whatever. Well, that was last week, but still, like, even this week, he was struggling, and this man won't even sell it from last week where he almost died. Anyway, yeah, they don't like Sheriff for some reason. I don't know why. But I was surprised and a little upset that Congo Kong took the pin. Anyone but Congo Kong could have. Well, I mean, from a logical standpoint, it made more sense that Congo Kong took the pin, I guess. Just because if you're gonna pin any of the heels, you'd rather it be Congo Kong because he probably doesn't have a match at Slammiversary. Because, bruh, why? We need Congo Kong versus Falaba Slammiversary. Do it. But I would have rather have seen Shira take the pin because they could have even protected Shira and made it like he was injured, like they hurt him before the match, and instead of having Del Rio pin Kong. And why? It was a good match though. It was a good match, but why? And the tag team psychology was good too, especially considering it was an 8-person match. But why did they pin Kong? Anyway, I don't understand. Maybe it's just me. Am I wrong for feeling this way?
It's because he's the weak link.
He's not. He's obviously not. They've been building him, and I think my biggest issue was they have been building him so much since he debuted, and he takes the pin. Considering he was dominant in the bruh. Brucey Bruce, I need some explanation.
What his explanation would be that he's a weak link.
Anyway, that was your Impact Wrestling review for 6/29/2017. NXT is already up, so go check that out if you're an NXT fan. You'll probably enjoy it. 205 Live also is up, so you'll probably enjoy that as well if you're a 205 Live fan. We do have Impact predictions, not Impact predictions, but Slammiversary 15 predictions coming up. Is Slammiversary 15 when they announce who's going to be in the Hall of Fame, or is that when it actually happens? Because I feel like it's at Bound for Glory, but I feel like they've been promoting it so much that I've been kind of confused.
I don't know.
I think it's Bound for Glory because they would usually announce it by now if they were going to do it. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Slammiversary predictions coming up here soon. Probably tomorrow. Friday Night Fight Up tomorrow as well. Other than that, guys, we'll see you guys next time. We probably got a discussion coming up at some point. I don't know. I think Casey has some sort of discussion or something. Oh yeah, also the New Japan G1 Climax tournament discussion. We talked about that a little bit as well. So
we did.
But anyway,
comment on that. If you're bored, go comment on it. Just comment.
But anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to ask Rabbit his thoughts on Twitter at Rabbit313 because he was supposed to be here, but he not here. So go ask him his thoughts on Impact this week. He should probably be back next week. We will see you guys next time. Follow us on Twitter at ICW_podcast. Subscribe to the channel. Do all that stuff. Share it to your groups. Like you got a group and you like talking about Impact. Throw the video on there and y'all debate what we talk about. Y'all debate your own topics with us if y'all want. We probably won't be able to respond unless y'all tell us that y'all debating. But anyway, it could happen. But we will see you guys next time. We do hope you guys enjoyed. This was your Impact Wrestling review on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean, you mean, and I like to dance, I like the fun means always an Instant Classic. And no, I didn't almost forget the words I was about to say.